In this episode, we're going to be talking about crowdfunding for your podcast and the strategies that you need to implement to get that to work for your podcast. Stay tuned. This is the Podcast in the Rough. Tune in every Friday for new adventurous episodes. Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Podcast in the Rough. I'm your host, Zebulon Thomas, and today we have something special for you. Episode 128 is all about using crowdfunding platforms to earn money for your podcast. Yes, you deserve to accept money for your podcast in the form of donations, and you deserve to earn that support. So we're diving deep into the world of contribution and supporting, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So stick around because you don't want to miss this. Now, I know that many of you out there are looking for ways to take your podcast to the next level and engage with your audience in a whole new way. Crowdfunding platforms offer a fantastic opportunity for you to connect with your supporters and for them to support you. But first things first, let's talk about the strategies and framework for setting up tiers and what to offer. When you're creating your crowdfunding campaign, it's important to provide value to your supporters. Think of this as a give and take relationship. Here's a sample 3-tier framework to get you started. Tier 1, entry level. Offer early access to your episodes, exclusive behind-the-scenes content, and access to a private supporters-only newsletter. Tier 2, premium supporters. All of the Tier 1 benefits. Personalized shout-outs in episodes, a monthly Q&A session with you, and access to exclusive bonus episodes. Tier 3, superfan. All of Tier 1 and Tier 2 benefits. Exclusive merchandise like stickers, mugs, or t-shirts, and the opportunity to suggest episode topics or guests. Remember, it's essential to keep the value proposition strong for your supporters. Your goal is to make them feel like they're part of an exclusive community and that their contribution is appreciated. Now let's talk about how to pitch supporting the podcast to your listeners without being pushy, but rather intriguing. Here are 3 sample scripts I've created for you to help you get started. Script 1. Script 1 might sound something like this. Hi there, fantastic listeners. I've been thinking about ways to take our podcast to the next level and create an even more immersive experience for you. That's why we're introducing something exciting, exclusive content for our supporters. If you enjoy what we do and you want to be part of our inner circle, head over to buymeacoffee.com/intherough. Find out how you can support us and gain access to some incredible perks. Here's script number 2. And again, you can take out the buymeacoffee.com/intherough and put your crowdfunding URL platform right there, just so you know. Script number 2. Hello, dear listeners. We've got something special in the works that I think you'll love. We're launching a supporter program that will give you access to exclusive behind-the-scenes content, early releases, and much more. If you want to be part of the exclusive community and help us keep the podcast going, visit buymeacoffee.com/intherough and check out our supporter tiers. We can't wait to have you on board. Script number 3. Hey, amazing folks. We're always looking for new ways to improve the podcast and offer you even more value. That's why we've launched a supporter program with exclusive perks and bonus content. If you want to join our inner circle and help us continue creating the content you love, visit buymeacoffee.com/intherough to find out how you can get involved. Your support means the world to us. So these are just 3 examples of scripts that you can create. And I want to also say this. You can head over to my buymeacoffee.com/intherough, what I've been saying this whole time. And you can actually download a PDF guide I've put together for you strictly for this episode. So everything that I've said in this episode, all these little strategies and these scripts are inside this PDF. So head over to that link. It's also in the description below this episode, and you can download that right now absolutely free. So take those scripts inside the PDF guide and make them your own so that you can pitch your podcast supporter program in an enticing manner. Remember, it's all about making your listeners feel like they're part of something special. And if you can create that, that's gold. And now for the grand finale in this episode. I want to encourage all of you to check out our premium content for supporters at buymeacoffee.com/ you guessed it, in the rough, /in the rough. It's the perfect way to get more involved in exclusive perks while helping us continue to create great content. And the premium content that I've been putting together for you is very powerful and it has a lot of value. Definitely check that out as I'm always looking to improve my own premium content. But that's not all. If you're passionate about podcasting and you want to connect with your fellow podcasters and start to grow your podcast on a whole nother level, then I want to encourage you to join my podcast community mastermind group. And guess what? I'm offering it right now absolutely free. And all you have to do is simply go to thepodcastintherough.com/learn and unlock your free access to this group so you can start learning podcasting from start to success. I look forward to seeing you inside that group very soon. So don't wait, because you're going to miss out. Jump in right now. All right, well, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Podcast in the Rough. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, your support means the world to us over here at the Podcast in the Rough. And if you want to show your support and get access to that premium content, once again, you know the URL by now because we've said it enough in this episode. Head over to buymeacoffee.com/in-the-rough and let's make some magic together. Until next time, stay inspired, stay creative, and keep those podcasts coming. Goodbye for now. Tune in next week for another great episode of the Podcast in the Rough. Take care. This is the Podcast in the Rough.